So it seems that Donald Trump is learning a very difficult lesson. And the lesson is this: not because you have a military that spends more money than all the major militaries combined, you can't just go into countries and bomb them just like that. Perhaps if Donald Trump had done a SWOT analysis, then maybe he would have figured out this is not a good idea. What does SWOT stand for? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So perhaps Donald Trump was just focused on one side: strength. Whoa, we have the mightiest military in the world. Wow. Perhaps he didn't remember to think about the weaknesses. Perhaps he did not remember to think about his weaknesses. Of course, Donald Trump, based on the person that he is, he would have thought about the opportunities. But what are their weaknesses? Using these missiles that cost millions of dollars as against drones that cost far less. Donald Trump, if I were you, and I know this is very hard for you, I know this is very hard, but if I were you, I would get out of the Middle East. I think you should just get out. Get out while you have a chance. It's going to be a little bit hard because pride is going to get in the way. Pride. Your pride will bring you down. As the Bible says, pride cometh before a fall. Some trust in horses, some trust in chariots. So you say, hey, we have the most powerful military, we can do as we feel like. Those days are over. It's interesting. I published a video recently indicating that I do not think this war would end anytime soon. And interestingly, the following day, I came across a video of a young lady giving her views concerning this war in Iran. Check it out.
Iran built a military that cannot be stopped. Not by bombs, not by assassinations, not even by Iran itself. Here's the doctrine that explains why this war has no off switch. When Saddam Hussein's military collapsed in 11 days in 2003, Iran's generals watched and drew one conclusion: a centralized military dies when you kill the head. So in 2005, IRGC General Mohammad Jafari formalized what is now called the Mosaic Doctrine. The idea: break the military into 31 pieces, one per province, and make each piece capable of fighting alone forever. Each of Iran's 31 provincial commands has its own headquarters, its own weapon stockpiles, its own intelligence network, its own sealed orders, pre-written, pre-authorized, that activate the moment Central Command goes silent. No signal needed from Tehran, no order from the Supreme Leader. The trigger is the absence of an order to stop. This isn't a flaw in the design, it is the design.
Now, in this video, you would have heard she explain after the Iraq War in 2003, the Iranians revamped their military. So you have a military in Iran and you have the Revolutionary Guard. So what she's saying is that the military is proof from a coup. To be honest, I am not necessarily certain that I buy into that, because guess what? At the end of the day, there are always ways around things. The only thing that cannot be penetrated is that which belongs to God. Empires come, empires go. Let's go back to the vision of Daniel. What did Daniel say? And in those days, the Lord set up a kingdom, and there was this big rolling stone that ate down the feet, partly made of iron and clay. And during that time, the Lord was setting up a kingdom. God is greater than everything in this universe. I gotta be honest. Sometimes doubts cross my mind. But at the end of the day, God reigns supreme. You take care. If you find what I say interesting, hey, you know what? Help me to get some subscribers. Share this video with someone. See you next time.